Hey guys, CommodorePET here, and welcome back to another video on my channel. Now, I recorded this entire video, but I updated my drivers for my computer, and I forgot that when I do that, I have to unplug my mic and plug it back in for OBS to pick it up again. So I recorded my entire video with no mic audio. So that's fun. So I'm basically going to be doing a voiceover while I put the clips in the background. So pretty much today's topic is Jartex network dying? Now, I've been seeing a lot of people talk about, oh, Jartex is dead or it's dying and stuff, and I just wanted to talk about it. I came up with a few things that, I wanted to talk about and related to Jartex player base and, is it dying or is it not dying? So, the first thing I want to bring up is the player count between Jartex last year when I started playing and this year. So, I started playing Jartex around last summer-ish, just before last summer. And I've been playing for over a year now. And when I started playing, Jartex had over 4,000 players on. During the summer, on a weekday. Now, Jartex today, when I was playing, had only around 2,000 players, 2,100 I think I saw was the peak today. And that's basically half of what Jartex had last year, And this is why a lot of people are saying, oh, Jartex is dying. But servers do go up and down, But I do think that there's a few things that Jartex is doing that is relating to its low player count. Now, the first thing is lack of updates. The last time Skywars got an update was last September, I think. Like, something substantial. Like, sure, they've gotten a random map added here and there, which they never announce. Never post anything on the forum saying, hey, we added the map Alien. The map that was, like, kind of like Mario, where you have, like, the tower in the middle and, like, the little cubes and stuff. That map got removed. No announcement that it got removed. So, there are many updates, but they don't even say anything, And there's hasn't been a big update for Skywars, Bedwars, Practice, anything, right? So I really do feel like this is causing that lack of players, because if you don't have consistent updates, then people are going to get bored and people are going to leave your server. Now, this kind of goes hand in hand with lack of updates, but lack of new game modes. Jartex hasn't added a new game in forever. And one of the games, aka The Bridge, is boring. It's dying, it's not doing very good, it doesn't get high player counts. I feel like that game mode needs a revamp, needs a change. I'll talk about that in a completely separate video. But we need something new on the server. They added these LTM game modes, which are fun, but there's no, like, incentive to really play them. Like, sure, you get some cosmetics, but it's not like a new permanent game mode, right? If Jartex had a permanent game mode, I think that would be really cool. Maybe do a twist on murder mystery, or maybe add like a custom thing that's kind of like Fall Guys. I don't know. Capitalize on something that's popular that people would want to do in Minecraft, thus having more people to come and enjoy your server. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is something that has been on my mind a little bit, and that is the lack of big content creators. Jartex doesn't have big creators. Like, if I was to go on Hypixel or My Man Club or, hell, even UniversoCraft, right? They all have somewhat big content creators, right? Whether it's like 30,000, 100,000, a couple 100,000, 20,000, 10,000, but if I was to go and search up Jartex Skywars on YouTube and go for the last month, it'll be my video and some other people that have 20 subscribers, 50 subscribers, 100 subscribers, 5 subscribers, like anywhere around there. Like, I'm the person who has the most subscribers who's uploading Jartex Skywars content. In Bedwars, you have, of course, people that have more subs, because Bedwars is a more popular game mode. Like, people have 1,000, 2,000, maybe 3,000, anywhere around, like, maybe 5,000, 6,000. But a lot of these people who do have a YouTube rank on Jartex don't play Jartex consistently. They'll upload a couple Jartex videos here and there, and you know, those people aren't really getting new people to join Jartex because they're not really big enough YouTubers and they don't really play Jartex as much. You know, there's not a lot of sole Jartex YouTubers out there that are a big enough size to influence people to come to the server. So I think that that is one of the things that is really causing the lack of players, is there's no one to basically influence new players to join the server, right? So old players are quitting, right? Like I said, lack of updates, lack of new game modes, but there's no new players to go and replace them. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is Pika Network and if it's killing Jartex. Now, Pika gets double the players Jartex does. Almost exactly. If Jartex is getting 2,000 players, Pika is getting 4,000. Right when I was recording this video, Pika was actually getting like 800 some odd players, and Jartex right now is getting 400 some odd players because it's pretty late at night. So, of course, not that many people on, but you can see it's basically double. And when I was playing Pika Network Skywars, I'm going to be making a video kind of comparing Jartex and Pika Skywars. Pika was getting double the Skywars players as Jartex was. It's honestly crazy. And Pika is basically a carbon copy of Jartex. They are the exact same server. Like, imagine if Pika didn't exist. All those players would be playing on Jartex. Jartex would have 4,000, 5,000 players, you know, because Pika doesn't exist. Or if it didn't exist, Jartex would be getting like 5,000, 6,000 players, right? But since the servers are sort of copies, they kind of split the player base in a way. And I think a lot of players join Jartex, and they join Pika, and they realize Pika has more players. Let's go play Pika Network instead of Jartex. I think that is what a lot of people are realizing, right? Jartex and Pika, same game modes, they both have Bedwars, both have Skywars. Let's go play Pika, right? So honestly, I'm not sure if Pika Network is killing Jartex, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. And I do think they put more resources into Pika, but I'm not 100% sure about that because I'm not part of Pika Network. I don't, record on there. I don't really go on there very often, so, I can't really say for certain. But if you do know a lot about Pika Network, please leave what you know in the comments below, because I'd really like to know if they put a lot more effort into Pika than Jartex, or, if there's a lot of bigger content creators on Pika that's influencing people to go to the server. So if you know anything about Pika, please put it in the comments below. And the last thing here is, I think the reason why Jartex is dying is just because of a cracked server problem. I played on a lot of cracked servers in Minecraft, some of them which had thousands and thousands and thousands of players. And then they just one day die. For example, Guildcraft. If you go to my channel and go all the way down to my oldest videos, it'll be Guildcraft Practice PvP. That server used to get thousands upon thousands of players. Like, I'm talking the same numbers as Pika was getting. 3,000 players, 4,000 players. And then one day, I log on and the players are not 4,000, it's 1,000. And then I log on and it's 500. Then I log on and it's 20 people. Just out of nowhere. It's like, this isn't the only server. I've played on so many other cracked servers and they just seem to all be doing well. And then one day they just die. It just seems to be a cracked server problem. Now, Jartex has been around for a very long time, so hopefully it just doesn't completely die out, because I do really enjoy the server, and I put a lot of time and effort into it. But that's all the points that I have for this video, so I'm really intrigued to hear what you guys have to say in the comments below. Do you believe Jartex is dying? Do you believe that the points I raised are valid points on why the server might be losing players? And, do you believe that, there's some way they can bring players back? And what do you believe that they could do to bring players back to Jartex? But yeah, please like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye, and have a great day.